The Boot Basics chapter is designed to build your foundation with the basic Spring Boot principles through hands-on examples. The chapter takes a deep look at the inner workings of Spring Boot to further your understanding of the framework. These lessons will demystify a lot of the benefits that Spring Boot provides to you. One of the critiques of the framework is that it feels like it has this code generation aura around it, but it actually does not. All of the benefits Spring Boot provides to you are actually rooted in principles of Spring, mainly conditional annotation. So we'll take a look in depth at auto configuration and starter palms and see how they really build the foundation for Spring Boot and provide us with a lot of benefits as developers in the fact that we have less work to do. We'll do this through hands-on examples, and sometimes we'll actually get into the source code of Spring Boot just to give you a real up-close experience with the framework. We'll then begin to manually configure a Spring Boot project. So we're going to work step by step through how you would set up a Spring Boot project by hand. This will give us a further look at starter palms and auto configuration, and then we'll see how we can override the configuration that is provided to us through those mechanisms and look at how we can extend our configuration to include custom beans for our applications. Now, once we've done all this manual work by hand, we're going to take a look at a quick way to do all that work using a Spring Initializer project that Spring provides to us. And using Spring Initializer allows us to easily create Spring Boot projects. So you'll see that we just tell this Initializer project what we would like our Spring Boot project to contain, and it will configure that project for us for our use. And we can get up and running with a Spring Boot project under a minute easily. But it's important that we do know the details of how Spring Boot achieves all of this kind of auto configuration for us so that if we do encounter a problem, we know what is going on underneath the hood. And it also helps to know how to manually configure a Spring Boot project because it takes some of that magic or code generation feel away and it makes us more comfortable working with the framework.